Veil Containment's latest audio log relays some chilling information. Maya Sundaresh made an exo copy of herself using the Veil. Last week we heard about a Chorus and a Conductor. Now we have the outcome of Maya's evil experiment. Her whole research team killed by the Veil. Maya didn't care, and the outcome was Lakshmi too. Welcome Guardians, today we discuss the crazy revelation behind Maya, Lakshmi, and the future war cult. Before we get into the Lakshmi stuff, we need to understand the overall experiment Maya has been building up in the last couple of weeks of dialogue. Maya Sundaresh as a character and scientist has had many different experiments from the Golden Age all the way to the events of Neomuna. Working alongside Bray Corporation to create that Soteria AI was a big one a couple of seasons ago, and she's also had many run-ins with Vex technology itself. From the last couple of weeks, we get hints that Maya began to study clarity, which is kind of implied she either learned it from Clovis Bray or stole it from the corporation itself.
According to Maya, exominds contain a combination of Vex radiolaria and something known as clarity. Clarity is, Maya described it as a paracausal power derived from an alien artifact. Something Bray Tech had kept secret. Something Maya...
Regardless, when Ishtar landed on Neptune, they set up shop around the Veil and began to study it. Whoever touched the Veil would die, human or exo, full erasure of their minds and instant brain death. Essie tells us that Maya wanted to reverse engineer the Veil's outputs to fabricate consciousness itself. Last week we were told of a Chorus and a Conductor. She used her research team for this project and they all died.
They're all dead. Chorus, Conductor, everyone. It was too much. Swept their minds away like grains of sand on a beach.
Dead? This killed their entire research team, but it sounds like... it's like
their lives held no value to Dr. Sundaresh.
Osiris compared this to the Witness's origin story, how all of those beings merged into one mega being, the Witness. What was Maya trying to do here? It seemed kind of similar. This week, we learn what Maya has been up to. She succeeded in creating her own exo through the Veil.
Chioma Essie. Research log. Lakshmi 2.
What?
Maya's... I don't even know what to say. I'd recused myself from further experiments. Told her to take some time off. She refused. And the minute I wasn't there, she started hauling the brain-dead exos out of cold storage, hooking them up to the Veil interface. She burned through dozens of them, reversed the entire machine's design, used a chorus of brain-dead exos to funnel data down to the conductor seat, projecting a mental imprint. Hers. I didn't know Lakshmi too, but Maya did. And now she's made this thing. It speaks with her voice, has some of her memories. The way it looks at me. It's like it knows something I don't.
Osiris, do you recognize that name? Lakshmi?
Yes. And no. Lakshmi too was an exo and once leader of a faction on Earth known as the Future War Cult. She died over a year ago. But she never once made mention of any of this. Of Neomuna, of Maya. Did she know? Did she remember? This is all as much a revelation to me as it is to you. It throws everything she did while in the last city into question.
I mean, if she was a copy of Dr. Sundaresh, then is she really dead?
I don't know. For now, I must deliver a rather uncomfortable report to Ikora.
So Maya took brain-dead exos and hooked them up to the Veil. Those brain-dead exos were the Chorus, and they would funnel data down to the conductor seat to project a mental image, her own. So we can assume that Maya sat in the seat down below, and Lakshmi, a copy of Maya Sundaresh, was the outcome of this exo. Now before we talk about this more, I wonder if this seat was the one near the Cloud Arc prototype. Maybe that's what Maya was working on. Maybe there's some other seat somewhere else below the veil, but that's the first thing I thought of was this prototype. So this is a crazy revelation, and things get way deeper when you think about it. Maya Sundaresh was said to found the future war cult. Lakshmi, a copy of Maya, eventually would run the cult herself. With Vex technology, Maya built an object called the device, which was supposed to let the user look into the future, but whoever would attempt to use this thing began to go insane. From previous lore, it tells us this device was built around the late Golden Age, so it would seem Maya already had some of this Vex tech ready when they arrived on Neptune and found the veil. That original device was destroyed, but when Future War Cult was ran by Lakshmi, they found the design and rebuilt it. The outcome was the same, users reporting timelines where the darkness won, where the city had fallen, and so on. This was the basic idea of the Future War Cults from there on, prevent those dark futures. Ghost Fragment Future War Cult said this about the device. At 11:32, she reported a sensation of someone taking her hand, a stranger, but also herself. 12 subjects have reported similar experiences. At 11:33, she reported the sensation we have called the opening of the veil. The device recorded temporal displacement of her consciousness to the order of 6 degrees. At 7, she began screaming. Brain scans near death, removed from the device at 11:34. No wonder the device was abandoned. The human mind is too weak for it, too weak to look into the future or to understand what it sees. What the situation calls for, little ghost, is a better sort of witness. So think about that for a moment. That card is from Destiny 1. Now we have these revelations that Lakshmi 2 is a copy of Maya Sundaresh. The subject mentions the opening of the veil, displacement of their consciousness, and the human mind too weak to look into this future.
Greetings, Guardian. I'm Lakshmi 2 of the Future War Cult, and I'm here to offer my assistance, because you need it quite badly. The Future War Cult has long used Vex-derived technology to see into the future. I won't bore you with an explanation of mind forking. Suffice to say, we understand its dangers and use the device responsibly. I have glimpsed our future, Guardian, and what I saw was chilling. Skies dark with smoke.
Did Maya's first device fail because the human mind couldn't withstand it? We see this with the veil. The human minds and even exos couldn't withstand this, but when she merged all these exos together, used them as a chorus with one conductor, she created Lakshmi. Was Lakshmi able to actually see into these futures? Was some of the messages and warnings she was relaying to us in Splicer true? They seemed crazy at that point, but even Osiris says we have to look back at what Lakshmi was saying and reevaluate everything. So Guardians, this can go way deeper. This is just a brief overview of this information, and let me know your thoughts about Lakshmi 2 and Maya Sundaresh in the comments down below. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.